As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Usea, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Usea, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Usian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Usea was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usea, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans, but to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
I am Princess Rosa Cassette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Today, Osean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking. Tragic.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Yuzian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Osean Federation and all countries on the Yuzian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Yusia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Grays Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are
Mage Squadron, sortie, ASAP. Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Fox 2.
Intercept! Fire the AA! Get the radar vehicle out of there!
Target has been destroyed.
It's popping off now, Trigger. War has officially begun. Target destroyed. 5 to go.
So grab it while you can. Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle! Requesting permission to move the vehicle! We can't wait any longer. We need interceptors now. We're using the containers now. Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility.
Missile! Evade!
Watch your chaff and flare supply.
We don't have any anti-air weaponry in place yet. We can't put up a decent fight.
Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Wilco, here they come. Take them down.
Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars. Traitor, there's one more to go. Fox 2!
Break! Enemy has entered clouds. In pursuit. Why don't they withdraw? What? They gonna bring their buddies back from the dead?
Locked.
The clouds.
That radar was just about to go online.
The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too.
Fox 2.
Rename over clear ground. School 3 has to bail out now.
Zone 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now.
Missile inbound. Breaking. I'm in his blind spot. He's mine.
HQ enemy has a lock on you.
Target hit.
You want us to take down the enemy without damaging any public facilities? That's gonna be a circus.
Enemy missile detected.
Missed. Column 1, Fox 2. Alright, clean up that last radar vehicle. There's nothing in your way now.
Targeting range of guns. That was the last radar vehicle. Great work.
Move the enemy aircraft away from the base.
Oh, to see the Erusians' faces now.
Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Enemy transports are taxiing in.
Hell yeah, hostile has been eliminated.
No, they're not linked to the radar vehicles. Launch manually. Redo the setup. Here's some feedback from those poor merchants. Write your manuals in a language we can understand. Launch preparations complete. Bolts are free. Whenever you're ready. Stand clear, 15 meters. UAVs ready to launch. Away!
What happened? Status report.
Multiple bogies on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're cleared to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look,
Is launch.
they've gotta be drones. Well spotted, Clown. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. Feels like these drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G terms are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Golem 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Bandits are drones.
Golem 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out.
It doesn't matter.
You say it, the war can change in an instant. Get over it.
Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning.
Bandits are in the clouds.
I've got him in my sights.
Bandit coming at you.
H2 locked.
Missile. Ammunition 0. Missile. Missile. Missile.
Fox 2. Fox 2. Targeting range of guns.
Don't try to read their movements.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
I've got him in my sights.
Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed.
Firing. Golem Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go. Crap. Aircraft is acting up. I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the clouds, the ice will melt.
So, drones don't feel a G-force.
I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
There's a bar I want to try.
You're doing good.
One to go. Let's get through this without any casualties. Locked.
The enemy knows a few moves, but that's about it. Just chase them down and pull the trigger.
Golem 3, Fox 2.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weapons.
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim what is ours. The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
Refueling initiated. Maintain your current position.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Golem and the other base's squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Mage 1, Wilco. Mage 1 to Golem 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we get wet wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to them like glue. Don't let them out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins.
Mage 2, bandit down. Excellent work.
Enemy reinforcements. I don't like these odds. I'm hit. I've lost control. Look on hostile. Careful. There's a real demon in there.
You can't evade a missile. Use chaff and flares. Your fingers should still move, even if you're in a 9G turn.
Let's fight. Friendly bullet.
4 remaining.
We're getting our ass kicked. Where are our reinforcements? They got me.
3 remaining.
Cover reinforcements. We're taking too much damage. Eject. We've got this. We can't recover. We need reinforcements now. Why did we pull it out?
Nice kill.
1 remaining.
Picking up. Okay, first 2.
Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
I haven't even broken a sweat.
Seems to be crazy to pick a fight with us. A rabid dog would know better.
Missile incoming! Evade! Break! Break!
Wait, what the hell?
Caution! Missile!
Caution! A large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft, stay alert.
Missile.
UAV's close.
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the Arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock.
Guys, Skeleton 1. What do you do about that monster?
Break! Now!
We're just waiting for mission command.
We'll live through this, Trigger.
Watch out, we're surrounded!
These guys are definitely a step above the last drones.
Damn, they're agile. There's too many of them.
These guys will go down easy.
Missile. Missile.
All aircraft, no change in game plan.
Missile.
Dodging everything I throw at them.
Missile.
Destroy the Arsenal bird.
Missile.
What's in that thing? God help us. It's hard enough just keeping up with the drones.
Phillips Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
Look at that light from the Arsenal bird. What's going on here?
Golem 3, Fox 2, Sicko!
Missile, move! Right up, back it on target.
Missile.
Are you okay?
Skeleton 1, take 6, commander. They got me!
Damn! Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Gargoyle Squadron, this is Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron needs help. The hell are we supposed to do?
Status?
Verifying the situation.
These things just don't let up. It's bad enough just trying to dodge them.
Golem 2, missile, evade!
Evading!
Missile. Missile.
This is Golem 3, Golem 2's hit!
Status report.
happened?
What the hell?
Caution. All aircraft, stay alert.
Get out of there!
Breaking!
Hey! Controls are out! I'm breaking off!
Skeleton 2 lost.
Not incoming!
Skeleton Squadron is down. We've had too many losses. All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
Brilliant observation. If they knew this earlier, more of us would have survived to hear it.
Save your chatter for the debriefing. Golem and Mage Squadron, give our allies some time to escape.
We'll go, but Golem 2's hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Golem 2, head back to base.
Gargoyle 1, escort Golem 2.
Continuing the mission. Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to fill in for me. I'm back and I...
You won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head.
Copied that. Returning home.
Mage 2, missile launch.
This is what we lost!
That a boy, Mage 2. Just keep firing.
Retreating aircraft, leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, hang in there and come back safe. Mage Squadron, you're going toe-to-toe with the UAVs. Good work.
That's it, Trigger. They're machines. Don't show them any mercy.
Mage 2, UAV down. Miss. That's a miss. More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat.
Attack missed.
My status is fine. Affirmative. This is Gargoyle 1. Leaving Operation Airspace with Golem 2.
Retreating aircrafts, prepare for combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Golem 2, engage now. Attack.
One bandit. Missing 30.
Gargoyle 1. Caution! Missile!
He's fast. It's like he...
Skykeeper. Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell? Golem 2, status report. Just talk to me.
I'm against MSU-30. Orange wingtips. I can't shake it off. It's matching me move for move.
Golem 2, stop dogfighting and run. Going for the loner.
Golem and Mage Squadron, help us!
Get those UAVs off of France.
Let Golem and Mage Squadrons handle it. They'll pull through.
Get your asses out. Don't ice up in there. H2, missile launch.
Got one in my sights.
Locked.
Ammunition 0.
Does Mage Squadron still have their hot shot? They just might make it out. We'll run back, just have faith. Golem and Mage, we owe you a debt. And we'll pay it.
That's it, baby. Come to Poppy.
Mage Squadron, get those things off my ass!
I'm tied up now. Trigger, can you help him?
A few seconds could mean life or death for them. Hurry up. I know. All we can do is fly away as fast as we can.
Mage 2, UAV down. Keep it up, buddy.
Fort Gray's aircraft. We'll let you take it easy next time.
Jet meat. I don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire? I'm scared. Scared.
This is not good. Brody, break off. Rocket fired. This is getting a little tight. Oh, good job, Mage 2. We want as many guys guys out here as possible.
I'm grateful you're around.
Golem 2, what's your status? Status report!
He's a predator. We get eaten.
Golem 2, get a hold of yourself! Golem 2, get away from the enemy!
Mage 2, support! Somebody! Support!
Bandit is down.
Golem 2 lost.
Shit! Skykeeper, where's the one that got brownie?
I'm afraid he's long gone by now. Sorry.
Mage 2 is taking on multiple UAVs. He's got them at bay. We owe him one.
All UAVs have been splashed.
I said what I had to say. About what? Not a girl who'd retreat. Just not in her DNA. That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, withdraw.
Mage 2, we have you on radar. You are cleared for approach. Runway's clear. Mage 2, you are cleared for landing. 2 miles to runway. Mage 2, lower speed. 1 mile to runway. Your approach looks good. Stay on course. Perfect, Mage 2. I knew you'd be back. Stand by for further orders. Be ready for your next sortie.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Golem and the other bases squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper...
Yep.